100 years ago, the Geth drove my people into exile. We asked the council to wipe the synthetics out, but they ignored our pleas.
Maybe if they'd listened, we wouldn't be here now.
Eller så kanske det är mer som händer. Just det, jag vill till Sisek. Och så tror jag att det är ner här till Spectre Acquisitions. Eller så var det rakt in i en hiss. Den är där då kanske.
One sec, looking you up.
This can't be right.
Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stock for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Jag kan inte köpa någonting. Ska vi se vad journalen säger. Expose. Ska vi se. Det är synd att ljudet bara försvinner när man tabbar ut. Musiken försvinner också tydligen. Nu ska vi se, main elevator borde ju vara denna till Docking Bay. Men
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel security to pursue Saren, Garrus?
Fighting a rogue specter with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats CSEC.
I'm pleased that the imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
The colonists on Pharos might still be alive.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I should go.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Commander, something you need?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons. Well, as long as...
Why should I pay?
Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way. And without CSEC headquarters.
Jag ska skriva upp volymen i spelet lite grann faktiskt.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Lite till tror jag. Ska vi se.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand. But don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
I'm sorry, Commander. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile. Like what? See you later.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation, too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Då ska man bara hitta utgången också. Alltså det är så sjukt gött att spela på PC. Laddningstiderna är ju obefintliga. Jag kommer ihåg när jag spelade detta på Xbox 360 första gången. Alltså sinnessjuka laddningstider.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
We saw your ship.
Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Plus shields! Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure.
But what if I find Geth there?
The Geth will surely kill us all. Just keep coming. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
The Geth are mounting another attack.
Just keep coming.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
be done!
Plus shields!
On the shields!
Plus shields!
I think we're good, Shepard.
We've got Geth and...
Protect the heart of the colony!
Ja, jag ska springa hela vägen och ta alla där.
Update Fidan on the situation before we move on to wherever the Geth are bunkered. He's the closest thing left to proper channels.
Ja, så går vi tillbaka.
the tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony is safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
What do they want?
If you want answers, go ask them yourself.
We don't know what they're after. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us work for before. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect...
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
We'll get going.
Good luck, Commander.
Så, nu ska vi kunna låsa upp lite quests här om jag inte minns fel.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's not all bad, though. When the Geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to... Please?
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest.
But they should know... yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from...
I can't see any significant damage, but something is clearly causing her pain.
Just let her rest. She just needs rest.
Rest.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us...
Are you doing anything?
I need to... The Alpha... I can't do anything until he's dead.
Tell me about hunting
is impossible. Well, on the positive side, they'll attack anything. The big Alpha Baron is the real problem. He's mad.
I have a ship.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they...
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
Of course.
Nice work with the... I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
Your top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
If I find anything...
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
Så, då har vi det.
Unless you've got something important, shoot. I'm trying to jury-rig something to...
If I find
Thank you,
anything...
Commander. I appreciate...
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water.
Is there anything I can do?
Utilities. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry. I wish you luck.
Fine.
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
Goodbye.
Good luck out. This work must be completed.
Accuracyn är jag ju tyvärr inte beredd att offra. Men gör vi tonnergel.
looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
It's the Alpha Warren.
All clear.
Ny ammo till Garrus. De var bättre till och med. Kanske inte dör så jävla mycket. Ska vi se med pistol. Där har jag väl det chemical rounds 1. Så, det här var vattnet kvar, sen så kan jag springa tillbaka. Det är han som är batshit crazy.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for. Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Trying to get to the...
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now.
Drama.
I'd rather die fighting.
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle...
Ja, jag håller med Ultrafil. Det
Time's
känns som en riktigt bra grabb det här.
Company's coming. Ask Fidan. Ask him about the...
Heads up.
One shield!
Vad är läget idag, Ultrafil?
That's the last of them.
This place is a mess.
Aha, där kunde man inte gå och inte där. Här kan man väl inte heller gå med. Då är det ju bara ett ställe kvar att gå till. Hemmasjuk alltså. Är det influensan eller något där annat jobbigt? Fan, har jag öppnat alla ventilerna? Final valves. Den hade jag redan satt igång. Och här inne har jag ju varit. Det var ju där jag slogs mot romarna. Här! Surprise! Vad är läget med Tosman? Ja, det borde du. Varför sover du inte? Fuck. För att jag spelar... Men om du ligger och sover så kan du inte känna på det att jag spelar Mass Effect. Hittar jag sista valven här då ju. Fuck Flokens. Det var ju precis vad jag var sugen på. Ja, det här gick jävligt bra. Normal. Faktiskt. Springer vi väl tillbaka. Ska jag försöka komma ihåg och quicksave väldigt ofta är. Den är ju aktiverad. Jag ska ta och kolla på min squad. fått den, men hon har väl ingen extra, ska vi se. Vi ska ha. Den får hon på sig. Ska vi se. Så. Fuck, jag tror så trodde jag avslutade de sista. Så ja. Fan ligger Garrus nu då. Garrus. Ja, jag går ju inte vidare och muckar med dem förrän mina biotics är uppe. Där är de och så springer vi tillbaka. Skönt att Toxic Rounds är jävligt bra mot Krogans. Är det fler eller? Jag ska ju vara några till. Just det, piss them off. Jättebra så Natali. Kommer inte alls gå åt helvete för dig. Quick save failed. Här kommer de. Ja, men. Jävla Krogans. Crazy.
All targets down.
Så. Mycket bättre. Kanske vi kan fixa den sista ventilen om den är här inne. Heatsink. Det var inte den jag skulle. Adept kör jag. Jag var sugen på att köra. Sist jag körde detta så körde jag Soldier. Så jag var sugen på att köra någonting som var helt inriktat på biotics. Det vill säga det är biotics och pistol. Ska upp här då. Nej, det var här jag smiskade Warrens. Men här är väl inga vents som jag ska fixa. Alltså som första gången jag spelade Skyrim så överraskade jag mig själv lite grann genom att spela typ jävla så här, största jävla warrior jag kunde hitta. Så att han sprang ju bara runt med ett jättestort tvåhandsvärd. Så.
There.
Yes. Kan jag gå tillbaka och vara nöjd med mig själv? Det kan jag nog ha gjort, ja. Jag körde tank i Guild Wars 2 också. Närmsta klassen man kan komma när kommer tank. Ja, fan, det var inte igår. Närmsta MMO man spelar nu är ju Destiny 2. Fast nu har jag liksom kort paus bara för att det är... känns som man har gjort det mesta content som finns i denna season, så jag väntar på nästa season ska börja. Jag tror det är om 2 veckor eller något sånt.
Commander, what can I do for you?
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
No kidding.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Ian was a good man I'd like to have with us. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Fine. Ja, då går vi väl runt och handlar in alla. Vänta, har hon en side mission också? Jaha, är det någonting jag har missat här eller?
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics...
Goodbye.
Commander.
You don't impress me, goodbye.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
I get the feeling you don't
How would
like...
you feel if you were hung out to dry by every government organization? They should have sent a small fleet instead, and you're only interested in the Geth.
What can you tell me about Exogeny?
Very little. That's what they... It's definitely not as exciting as they make it sound.
What can you tell me about...
I can't tell you anything about that. I suggest you...
Tell me about Zeus
I
Hope.
can't tell you much about
Goodbye.
it, Commander.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about...
I don't have any details.
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large...
What do you need
we
done?
need those Geth...
I'm not sure where we stand on those matters.
I'll talk to you when I learn.
Commander, is there something I can help you with?
I have to go.
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
Please.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Så är det när man går Paragon.
Nice work with those Geth. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in
I
the tunnel.
knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, if I'd had... Keep these power cells in place.
The water started running not long ago. Now we just need to do... Here, a few credits for your trouble. Thank you again, Commander.
Damn right. Sån jävla hero. Vad har jag fått för någonting? High caliber. Det tar vi inte. Nej. Du kan ju faktiskt dra nytta av antipersonals. Känns som att jag borde pausa spelet så att du kan gå och lägga dig så smått.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the defense?
I don't have any...
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large...
I'll talk to you when I learn.
Battlar ju till och med Krogans. Eller är det så att det är en transmitter till där någonstans? Lite längre upp här kanske? Nej, men lite lågt jag inte rört. Radioactive rounds 2. Don't mind if I do. Ja, just det, det var chemical rounds. Den var ju inte... Ja, jag säger biotics, men... Phoenix... nej, jag tror inte det. Springer väl ner igen och ser om det är några sista geff. Eller är det så att den här är buggad? Bara för att jag gjorde det i fel ordning. Det måste ju vara så att den är buggad. Jag tror inte det är fler ställen att springa till här nere.
I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I won't do it.
Prothean Highway som gäller. Så man kan ta sig bort till Exogeny. Jag tog ju detta missionet för att jag tycker det är ett av de drygaste i Mass Effect 1. Man ska döda den där jävla växten. Som är miljarder år gammal. Eller miljarder år gammal är det inte. Men den vet vilka Reapers är. Är min mick ganska låg? Tycker den är ju inställd på max till och med. Precis, du kan vara låg. Så, när jag satt på lite gain. Kan ju vara så också att det är jag som inte pratar speciellt högt för att jag inte ska väcka Torin. Jag tror jag ska gå och laga mat för din skull, Gary, så att du kan gå och lägga dig. Ja, lillen sover, annars hade jag inte kunnat spela. Hade lillen varit vaken så hade det varit grabbhäng istället.
Area secured.
Vi kör ikväll, ja. Att köra skitpackad måste vara ungefär som att köra macken.
Shields! I've lost shields! All targets down.
First aid interference, den är ju faktiskt rätt Så jag får mig att, ja just det, jag kan ju inte använda hemifrån. Tror jag inte i alla fall. Why? För de är gjorda för soldiers och inte för biotics. Styrningen är så sjukt jävla wonky.
We've got movement. Some kind of vehicle. Not one of the Geth.
They must be close enough to see us.
Hello.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Shepard. I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving, but the Geth really hit them hard.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you. But I need some information.
What kind of information?
Det kan man ju fråga sig.
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Eller?
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
Jag tycker fan du ska gå och sova. Det gör vi. Ha det gott. Jag ska faktiskt runda av snart och laga lunch.
She's still alive. I know it.
Where is your daughter, Julia?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attack.
Oh, yeah, there were several places.
She's in there?
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know what the Geth are after?
Something Exogeny.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
Tell me about the...
Still, we were making a go.
What brought...
Instead, everything we built...
What was the...
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana.
Stay bunkered down.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
Frontier is a lot more dangerous.
Så, dags att spara och runda av. Så, tack ni som kollat och trevlig dag. Tja!